Farescape engineers. All right, so similar to the other side, all this grating is pretty standard, welded down. So once you break the weld, pop these, bring in replacement ones, because a lot of these are standard and you can use them all over the place. So bring in 10, 20 panels, and these look like they're about 42 across, 43. And again, you get an order of steel here, just cut it, drop it, probably galvanized already, so you don't have to worry about painting, drop it, use it, and then at the very end, they're the last ones that come back to us to be utilized in other situations. So, same as everything else. You got bolting, every bolt comes out, clean every connection. A lot of these, the bottoms are always popped right now. Grading, this is gonna be the last thing that we're gonna be doing. The roof on this side tends to be the worst, but again, standard. Let's get the bolts swapped out, add extra bolts if bolts are missing, see, stuff like that. Just pop in the bolts and you'll save a lot of time. Silicone shut against all the cement. Again, you have access to get in here, but skinnier than the other side, and there's gates down there. These are trash barrels that are going to be in your way that belong to both sides, I believe. So, but you can still get a machine in here of some sort and get underneath, because you're going to need a lift of some kind. This is probably 25 feet, 35 feet max to the top there. And we need to get somebody on top here, because from this outside with a lift, hopefully we can roll the roof line so that it's roll the roof line so that it's going to have one uniform color on this whole job. So as we keep going along, you're going to see that we're going to have some panels that are pretty bad. A lot of these, if we can reinforce them from underneath, find the matching curve, which seems to be a standard curve, match it from underneath, pop rivet it in, seal it up, and that way these are on the upside and that the patch is underneath on this. So this is all pretty much rotted out. In some cases it's cheaper and faster, but we don't know yet, to get these out of here. But a lot of times to break all these current situations, we may be getting into some other problems. So it's, again, reinforce it from underneath, silicone shut it so that there's a sandwich, pop rivet it so that it can hold, and everything should be good. We need to bring J-bolts and or McNichols clips. Once you lift everything, you need to be going back down with McNichols clips. A lot of this is pretty rusted, so she's going to need a double dip of black, or she's going to need a primer and a black on this. So that's why you need to have the steps of taking one out, dropping another one in, but they're only going to go in certain places. So there's a process of how to infill. So you're definitely going to need 10 to 20 panels, depending on how fast your painting is going along. Again, any welded connections, I need a bolt, seal it all up, change the bolts on a lot of these, or reinforce them accordingly. But again, it's really a call on how easy things separate, and you're going to get a rhythm of what I want happening here during my inspections. Seal everything against the building, so it's starting to get the same. Okay, see all the rotted areas. So a lot of the stuff you can get access to it with, because I'm 6 feet tall and I can already touch the top. See, so it's pretty low. That's probably sitting at 8 feet tall max. Okay, don't forget, a lot of these feet, they're rotted out. There's a huge amount of rust in there, so you need to do a reinforcement of everything. Look, see the height down below. If you have a lift down there and you can get up here. So I don't want to use ladders. I want to use lifts, or if we have a scaffolding scheme that they can come here and scaffold off this major structural, or if we want to create special brackets off of these that go down, then allow us to put planking underneath, that might be another way. And as you lift gratings, you basically work by lift grading, lift the grading, because a lot of these supports are able to be utilized as structural. So let's look at that concept. Okay, you can get up on this roof. Again, we're starting to get some damage, so a lot of this is bang this back up, secure it, put a new piece underneath it, seal it, silicone it. And if they want a new roof, they can do it. That could be an extra. But if you can't get your hand behind this, hold the bolt, then it's a one-way screws or multiple one-way screws to basically eliminate any concern with the structural on this fire escape. Okay. Plenty of access, plenty of ability to be back here quietly, and as I said before, our main staging area is back in the back of the building, but our temporary staging area can be down below if you're using the lift of any kind. All right, any questions, fire escape engineers? Inspect the summary video. We're now going to do the last piece. Fire Escape Engineers Inspect the Summary video. This is the left side fire escape. This is the final piece. Again, platform. We can get a lift underneath here, we can work, or if we have some special bracket that is made to take scaffolding planks, a double system, then we can probably utilize aluminum planking, possibly. Otherwise, a lift is the most safe one here, unless we scaffold this and reverse scaffold this with knuckles, which we can investigate. Otherwise, changing of all the bolts, any welded connections need to be rebolted. Any welded connections without any clips you need to create a clip. Any way you can't get access is one-way screws, caulking everything into the building. Seal always, everything gets sealed, so plenty of caulking. A lot of times when you have situations like this, you want to get the backer rod in there, you know, the sponge back there, then caulk the top so you're not wasting a lot of caulking. A lot of these grates are welded, so you got to break the weld, lift it, paint it, put it back with J-bolts and or McNichols clips. All of these treads, we need to not only clean them, silicone them, but then I think we need to put some sort of cover, simple little angle cover that you can probably get at Home Depot, plastic, and just glue it or silicone it so that there's no more rain and debris getting into these little nooks and crannies. All these are going to be half-inch bolts rebolted. Every single one of these needs to be rebolted and sealed because of this chain link, and the chain link on the back side needs to have some sort of connection so that it stays tight on this. Any welded connection, you got to clean it as best you can. If not, then you got to cut the weld, open it up, prime it, seal it. All these are all major structural. This is minimum starting at 5/8. 3/4 is what I'm starting to see all over this structural. So half-inch on the treads. We're probably going to be 5/8 on a lot of these is going to be 5/8. Yeah, I think these are all going to be 5/8. And then you're going to be doing 3/4 on a lot of the major structural. You got to get the roof. You know, the roof is in need of repair, but mainly towards that end down there. The rest of it looks pretty good here. So a lot of this is just, you know, getting in here, setting up quietly down below, setting up in the back, so that you can get access. You can have men down below, men up above, and it's really a height issue. And I think it's, you know, as much as we can do from above safely, and then as much as somebody can do from below, dealing with just the painting, because there's quite a bit of work just on the above side that a single crew down below will just keep up with all the structural down below and the painting of the brackets, because everything else will be done by the crew up above. Okay? Any questions, Fire Escape Engineers? Expect the summary video, 866-649-0333.